In a narration found in Sunnah ibn Majah, number 4168, the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, advised some important things. The first is that the strong believer is more beloved to Allah, the Exalted, than a weaker believer. This does not necessarily refer to physical strength, which one uses to perform righteous deeds, but it also refers to gaining and acting on Islamic knowledge in order to obtain certainty of faith. The one who possesses strong faith will fulfill their duties to Allah, the Exalted, and people correctly and in every situation, during ease and difficulties, according to their knowledge. Whereas, a weak believer will easily fail in their duties to Allah, the Exalted, and people in difficult situations. In addition, the faith of the weak believer is based on blind imitation of others, and not Islamic knowledge. Blind imitation prevents one from improving their behavior through gaining new knowledge, and it often leads to deviant practices, especially when the person one imitates is ignorant themselves. Blind imitation does not suffice when one faces difficult situations, which require steadfastness, which in itself is rooted in gaining and acting on Islamic knowledge. For example, the one who does not possess Islamic knowledge easily questions and challenges destiny. The stronger one's faith, the greater their obedience to Allah, the Exalted, in the form of fulfilling His commands, refraining from His prohibitions, and facing destiny with patience according to the traditions of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. This in turn increases their success in both worlds. Chapter 41 Fasilat, verse 53.
We will show them our signs in the horizons and within themselves until it becomes clear to them that it is the truth.
The next thing mentioned in the main narration under discussion is that a person should strive to obtain the things which benefit them without giving up. This means they should actively strive in order to obtain what Islam defines as good for themselves in both worlds, in a lawful manner as prescribed by Islam. One must note that true benefit in this world, as defined by Islam, will always benefit one in the hereafter. If it does not, then it is not true benefit. One should not be lazy and expect good things to happen spontaneously, as this is wishful thinking. They should use the energy and resources they have been provided in order to seek this good, and then hope in the mercy of Allah, the Exalted, for a good outcome. This part of the main narration is linked to the first part, as a person cannot understand what real good is in this world without gaining Islamic knowledge. Put simply, real good lies in using the blessings one has been granted in ways pleasing to Allah, the Exalted, as this leads to peace and success in both worlds. If anything prevents one from doing this, then it is not good at all, even if society, fashion and culture says otherwise. The final part of the main narration under discussion advises Muslims not to question destiny, as this opens the door to the devil. He encourages Muslims to challenge the choice of Allah, the Exalted, as they do not observe the wisdoms behind it because of their short-sightedness and lack of understanding. This in turn leads to impatience and the loss of reward. One should reflect on their past experiences where they believed something was good when it was in fact bad, and vice versa, in order to inspire them to remain patient, as they will be shown these benefits sooner or later. Chapter 2 Al-Baqarah, verse 216.
But perhaps you hate a thing and it is good for you, and perhaps you love a thing and it is bad for you. And Allah knows, while you know not.
This part of the main narration is again connected to the first part, as both knowledge and strong faith will prevent one from questioning destiny, as they firmly believe that the decrees of Allah, the Exalted, are best for everyone involved and are unavoidable. Therefore, showing impatience will not prevent destiny from occurring, and it will instead only lead to a loss of reward and peace in both worlds.